welcome back to the channel. We are at Woodworker Source here in Phoenix. We love these guys. Jason's the manager. We've been here many times. Here's what we're going to do today.
Today we are looking for deals because we're cheap. We're looking for nice wood we can make great signs out of at a killer price. So let's get started.
Alright guys, here's our first stop. This is one of the coal bins. They've got several different ones. This is one of them, $1.99 a pound. That's about as good as you're going to get anywhere. We obviously are at Woodworker Source in Phoenix. We picked out some pieces here. We're going to purchase these. We've got some ideas of some little designs we can put on here. I don't know what this total is going to be, but it ain't going to be much. And we're going to be able to turn these into money. So you guys, even though you may not be in the Phoenix area, you may have a lumberyard near you that has the same kind of thing. Always look into coal bins, and we've got some other ideas too. So we're going to move on to a different place here in Woodworker Source that we think some really good buys you guys can turn into money.
So one thing that everybody loves is live edge slabs, right? But if you're getting a full-size live edge slab, you could be spending hundreds of dollars. So they have these short slabs, which are basically just cutoffs. So you got something, if you look at this cherry slab, it's 22 bucks, right? And it's live edge on both sides, and it is, what, 2 feet, I think?
About 2 feet, yeah.
That's 2 feet. So if you were to take something like this, even though 22 bucks is, you know, it's a little bit to spend on a board, but a live edge piece like this, that's 4/4, you could sell something like this for 100 to 150 bucks. Again, depending on where you're at, at minimum you can get $75 to $100 on this. So for 22 bucks, and not to mention cherry carve's great. So check these out though. A small live edge olive wood slab. One great thing about olive wood is that a lot of kitchen utensils are made out of those. I know a lot of people, my wife's friends, that the only spoons they'll use are olive wood. So you put something kitchen related on this, sell it for 75 bucks, and you got $20 in the board. That's a pretty screaming deal.
So here's another way to go. These are all priced individually rather than by the pound. But if you guys are interested in trying some exotics, this would be the place to go, because these are, again, small pieces. You don't have to buy a big piece in order to know whether you're going to like cutting this. Piece of canary wood, and this is, you know, 17 bucks. And if that, and that's a pretty good sized board, you could probably turn that into 60, 70 bucks, and that with a finish on it's going to look really good. Now, this is pretty hard. I mean, it's pretty dense. I've never carved canary wood, but it's one way to go if you really want to kind of check into doing stuff that's kind of out of the box of regular cedars and pines and that kind of stuff. But you definitely want to have sharp bits when you do this. And one thing about the hardwoods, and especially the exotics, they probably are going to be kind of tough on your bits. But it's one way to go, and this is an inexpensive way to find out whether it's going to be for you or not. Hey guys, all right, we are leaving Woodworker Source. We've got our material. We didn't spend a lot of money. We just spent less than $15 on those 5 pieces and $20 on the olive wood that Ryan wanted.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the shop and we're going to see what we can make out of these pieces to put some money in our pockets. So let's go.
All right guys, we're back at the shop. We got all of our pieces laid out. We're going to do some carving on this and then figure it all out and figure out how much money we're going to make.
Yep, we basically chose different things Dad likes, or things that we think would be good sellers. See how they come out?
Yeah, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
All right, guys, we are done. We got them all done. We spent, I think we had probably total about an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I think.
something like that.
Yeah, it was about an hour of carving, about a half hour of board prep, edging, sanding, finishing, all of that. So about an hour and a half.
So the first one I did was the little desk sign. I like this because it's on a thick piece of wood. You can sell it as a desk sign. It's just kind of a funny, no BS symbol, and I think I'd get 20 to 25 bucks for that.
Yeah, I don't see why not. The two little ones, I did two little ones and a big one. The two little ones, one of them was maple, the other one was cherry. They both were the Christmas scenes. I think those will go 20 bucks a piece all day long, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but I think averaged out they should go for at least 20 bucks a piece. The bigger one that was the Ryan's template, the mountain scene, I think that should go for 30.
Yeah,
no problem.
Think so. And then the other little one I did with the buck and mountain scene, I think 20 bucks. That almost felt like bamboo.
I think that is bamboo.
Yeah.
I think it is.
But it carved pretty well. So that one would go for about 20 bucks. And then the Amy's Kitchen sign, that one's priceless because that one is for my wife and it's going to buy me a weekend of hunting. So there you go. A weekend hunting trip. You can't beat that.
And a freezer full of venison when you come back, right?
Yeah, that's pretty optimistic. Pretty optimistic.
Anyway, guys, so this was just an example. You don't necessarily have to get this from a lumber store. Check out your local cabinet shops. They might have, you know, these same kinds of things that you could get even cheaper.
And something to remember, Dad told me about the first time I carved on site, is it's important to have small stuff like this that you can sell for cheap. Especially if, you know, a kid wants to buy something for his girlfriend or for their mom or parents or something. You don't want all your signs to be out of price range for, you know, just a teenage kid or somebody that maybe doesn't have a whole lot of money. Making little stuff like this, it gives them something to buy, puts a little money in your pocket. So total we got here probably about 115, 110 bucks worth of stuff.
Right.
And we paid $15 for it.
Right.
So,
and a few hours work.
Yeah.
Another thing to remember too, guys, when you're selling these, make sure that they know they're hand done, that these aren't done on a CNC machine. They're coming from offshore and they're just batched out. You know, they're hand done one at a time. That really puts a lot of value in the customer's eye for what you're making. I think it's a big thing.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, hand done is something not a whole lot of people do anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are doing it. So, guys, we'll have all kinds of links in the descriptions for the stuff we used here. And thanks again. Thanks for watching.
If you have any questions, please leave us some comments and let us know what you think. If you have ideas for this kind of thing, be sure and let us know. But anyway, hope you like this. Hope it was valuable for you. We love you.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.